What's up, Brian Tong here, and welcome to the Apple Byte for everything good and bad inside the world of Apple. The first impressions of the iPhone X are in. You know, I don't have mine yet. It's coming November the 3rd, and I'll be doing my own style review once I get it because I don't get a free one from Apple. Like, I spend my cold, hard cash on it just like you. And trust me, it makes a difference when you're actually paying for something. Now, the consensus from most of the reviews is that it's a well-built phone, the screen looks great, the notch is there and is kind of annoying but can be forgotten to a certain degree. Face ID works and works pretty well in most cases. Mashable even did a video with twins, and in both of those situations, the other twin was able to unlock the iPhone. But there are times where it isn't as fast, and the biggest adjustment is really getting used to the removal of the home button and learning new gestures. Now, Apple gave most reviewers less than 24 hours to get their first impressions out, and even showed love by giving early access to a select few YouTubers and finally validating the influence and power that the YouTube tech community has. The interesting thing to me is that there was really not much of a mention of Animojis. It was more of an afterthought in most of the first impressions. You know, one of the most distinguishing features of the 10 that's really a gag. But the power of this device will be unlocked by developers once they get time to leverage all of its hardware and ARKit potential. Overall, the first looks are great for this top-notch phone. Now, I'll post my review next week after spending some real quality time with it, but I'd love to hear what you think in the comments since some of us will be getting it at the same time. So then, what's next for many of you? Obsessing about when your iPhone X will actually arrive? Well, check this out. You can actually track it in the air going to this link from FlightAware. Now, once you receive your UPS tracking number from Apple, the departure scan should match a time for a flight listed here. Click on the flight and you'll be able to see exactly where in the air your precious iPhone X is. Pretty cool and pretty obsessive. Now, Face ID is the feature on the 10 bidding adieu to Apple's Touch ID. Rumors claimed Apple was working on Touch ID under the screen, but in an interview with TechCrunch, Apple's hardware engineering chief Dan Riccio said, "We spent no time looking at fingerprints on the back or through the glass or on the side, because if we did those things, which would be a last-minute change, they would be a distraction relative to enabling the more important thing that we were trying to achieve, which was Face ID done in a high-quality way." So, you're saying you spent no time at all. I present to you the Apple Byte Court Exhibit A, Apple's U.S. patent number 9570002, filed on November the 12th, 2013, and made public on February the 14th, 2017 for an interactive display panel with IR diodes that depicts using a fingerprint scan through a screen without a physical sensor. You know, just saying. Now, new updates to the entire family of Apple software has been released. iOS 11.1 brings over 70 new emojis that we've been talking about for like over a year, the return of 3D touch multitasking, and a fix to the crack Wi-Fi bug, and more. Now, it's not a new feature to iOS, but image recognition search has been part of the Photos app for about a year. It's not nearly as good as Google's, but Twitter user LEWBU revealed that if you search for the word brassiere, the iPhone categorizes photos featuring bras automatically in a group. Like most user searches show photos of bikinis, lingerie, or bare skin. And just to be clear, it organizes them and does the search on the phone and doesn't send them to Apple in a folder. But the real question is, why did Apple feel the need to make brassiere one of the search words? Chrissy Teigen took to Twitter to confirm it and also to show off her extensive collection of, "Look at me, I'm so hot" pics. Like, I even tried it, but unfortunately for Apple Byte Nation, there are no pictures on my phone.
Your Honor, I object, and I also would like to bring up Exhibit B from Google search.
No, dude, no. Come on, Mitch, you can't show me that. I was young, I told you, I needed the money. It was a tough time. It's so wrong. Now, watchOS 4.1 is out, and you know I'm a fan of the new Series 3 LTE Apple Watch right here, especially its battery life. Now, 4.1 brings LTE streaming to Apple Music and a new radio app with stations like ESPN, Bloomberg, and our own CBS News Radio, and your favorite genres of music. It's awesome. Now, Apple says the Series 3 watch will get up to 7 hours of battery life when streaming Apple Music over LTE, 5 hours when streaming live radio, and if you're using the workout app, streaming audio, GPS, and LTE all together, that's good for 3 hours. And that's only 1 hour less than you could before streaming music was even available. Now, this just makes the Apple Watch Series 3 even better, and I'm loving it. You just made my Apple Watch even better, and you know what? That's a good Apple. Plus, They also fixed that annoying Messages app scrolling issue that would drive me cray-cray. All right, macOS High Sierra gets new emojis in its update, and tvOS also received updates and gives video enthusiasts the ability to manually tweak the Apple TV's 4K output settings. You can do things like switch the dynamic range and frame rate options on or off, but I'm still waiting for, Dolby Atmos support. Also, Apple's acknowledged an issue where edge stripes are appearing on some Series 3 watches and appears to be a manufacturing defect that will be taken care of for free under the standard 1-year warranty. Apple's internal memo, obtained by Mac Rumors, says GPS models are being affected by this and not cellular models. The edge stripes may appear due to moisture collecting under the display. And Apple has never released a price point for its MaxiPad-looking AirPower wireless mat, but a Polish retailer published an online listing for AirPower that comes in around $199 US. It sounds about right. It's not cheap, but you're going to buy it. And we'd also like to take time, really just take a moment, to honor 3 Macs that have now been declared obsolete or vintage by Apple, who will no longer offer repair services or replacements for them. So right now, we just like to take a moment to honor them. Mac Mini, you're so good to me. All right, let's announce our contest winners from last week for the Mophie goodies. I asked you, what did I do after the Eddie Q quote? And the correct answer by over 1,500 of you was that I wiggled it back and forth. That tongue thing. So yeah, I did. So the winners for the 2 Juice Pack Air cases are on Twitter, Aliana Sabrina and Aaron Deal on email, who said, you put that tongue all over the place. Now, the GIF responses you all sent me, yeah, they were funny. But the winner of the Mophie Double XL USB-C power station goes to this guy, Randy Vasquez.
It's better if I just showed you. You went, I did it better. I did it better. You know it.
Ugh, gross. That was disgusting. And it totally worked. So congrats, y'all. I'll be in touch. All right, that's going to do it for this week's show. You can email us at theapplebite@cnet.com or tweet me at Brian Tong. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch y'all next time for another Bite of the Apple.